health conditions such as autoimmune diseases. And through proper cleansing and restoring intestinal balance, Candida organisms can be brought back under control. Another concern with the internal environment that can contribute to toxicity is intestinal parasites. That's right, I said parasites. Lots of us do not want to consider that we harbor parasites, but studies indicate that at least 1/3 of the American population has active intestinal parasites. Intestinal parasites such as Giardia or blastocystis can cause a wide range of symptoms, including those similar to irritable bowel syndrome. Those are diarrhea, constipation, gas, bloating, and abdominal cramps. Long-term parasites can be contributing factors to intestinal toxemia and chronic ill health. The combination of digestive toxins, Candida, and parasites can contribute greatly to the condition called leaky gut. With leaky gut, also known as intestinal permeability, the intestinal lining becomes increasingly porous, leading to the entrance of toxins, Candida, bacteria, and parasites into the bloodstream. This, of course, leads to greater toxicity. Now, let's talk about external toxins. External toxins include industrial chemicals, pesticides, insecticides, herbicides, and toxic metals such as mercury, lead, and arsenic. External toxins also include air pollution, tap water, solvents, food additives, dyes, drugs, household chemicals, personal care products, and alcohol, just to name a few. How exposed are we really to these, and how does it affect our health? A study conducted by the Mount Sinai School of Medicine and the Environmental Working Group took volunteers for testing blood and urine. From the 9 volunteers, they found 167 different chemicals with an average of 91 industrial toxins in each person. They found 76 that are known to cause cancer, 91 that are toxic to the brain, and 79 that could cause birth defects. Another comprehensive survey of more than 1,300 Americans has found traces of weed and bug killers in the bodies of everyone tested. The National Institute of Health and the National Cancer Institute have a booklet called Cancer and the Environment, and in it they state it is estimated that as many as 2/3 of all cancer cases are linked to environmental causes, and the number may even be bigger. It's not just adults that are affected by toxicity, it starts at birth. In this study from neurotoxicology, they tested the very first bowel movement of 426 infants. Look at what they found. 83.9% had mercury, 26.5% had lead, and 26.5% had DDT. That's right, I said DDT, the banned pesticide. And along with that, there were 7 other insecticides. Toxic metals are trace metals that serve no nutritional benefit to the body. Such metals like mercury, cadmium, nickel, lead, and arsenic. They can get into our body very easily. And if our detoxification pathways are burdened, they can accumulate in our central nervous system, organs, and tissues. Over time, this accumulation can reach toxic levels and can induce impairment and dysfunction in every system in the body, which includes the nervous, the cardiovascular, the reproductive, and the immune system. Remember, I told you that detoxification is a natural function of the human body, and there are what I call the 7 channels of elimination. So now let's look at each of these channels and how they work to eliminate these toxins. The liver plays a major role in detoxification. The liver is also part of the digestive system, and everything that goes through the digestive lining into the bloodstream goes to the liver. One of its main functions is to detoxify the blood through processes called phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification. The liver depends on a lot of enzymes and a lot of nutrients, including amino acids, to perform properly. When we have too many internal and external toxins, it puts tremendous stress on the liver and will cause the liver to become sluggish, which will compound the problem. The liver uses bile, B-I-L-E, as its main vehicle to get toxins out of the body. The bile dumps into the small intestine. Now, your liver is depending on you to be taking in enough fiber in order to absorb these toxins and to get them out in your bowel movement. If not, you can reabsorb the toxins back through the digestive lining, and then they go back to the liver, putting even more stress on an already overstressed liver. The liver also sends water-soluble toxins to the kidneys to get out in the urine. When the liver is overburdened, it will use the rest of the body to store the excess of toxins it cannot deal with immediately. It will send them to the fat cells for storage, which can cause weight gain, to the muscle cells, which can cause fibromyalgia, and to the synovial fluid in the joints, which can cause joint inflammation, pain, and stiffness. In addition to detoxification, the liver performs some 500 other bodily functions. It plays a role in blood sugar regulation, metabolization of fats, proteins, and carbs, usage and storage of vitamins and minerals, blood clotting, cholesterol production, regulation of hormones, and thyroid function. If the liver is overburdened and sluggish due to toxicity, then all of these other functions in the body are affected as well. Now, there are many herbs, including milk thistle, artichoke, dandelion, and beet, which help the liver produce more bile. These herbs also thin the bile so that it flows easier from the liver and helps protect the liver cells against toxicity damage. The lungs filter and clear foreign particles that are in the 10,000 liters of air we breathe every day. Certain cells inside the lungs produce mucus, which traps particulate matter. Other cells, called ciliated cells, are like tiny little hairs that beat rapidly in an upward motion. This motion moves the mucus and particulate matter upward and results in foreign particles being expelled from the lungs within 24 hours. Damage to either of these two cells can result in too little mucus and the inability of the cilia to move. This can result in accumulation of foreign matter in the lung cavity